In the world of boxing, few matches spark as much intrigue as the potential upset of the great Canelo Alvarez. But now, with Terence Crawford facing the daunting challenge of dethroning the Mexican icon, the odds are undeniably stacked against him. At 35 years old, Crawford's age is one factor that cannot be ignored. He has been out of action for over a year, and his time on the sidelines raises questions about his readiness to face a fighter in the prime of his career. Add to that a significant jump in weight class, and Crawford's path to victory seems increasingly uncertain. Can the skilled but older Crawford overcome these mounting hurdles, or will Canelo continue to reign supreme? Crawford's jump from welterweight to super middleweight has many questioning if he has the size and power to compete with Canelo, a fighter known for his strength and ring IQ. Combine that with the ring rust from his long layoff, and the situation looks bleak for the American boxer. Although Crawford is known for his versatility and an impeccable technique, facing Canelo in a heavier division after such a break is a risky gamble that could backfire. If Crawford hopes to pull off the upset, he will need to prove that his skills and strategy can overcome the physical challenges, but given the circumstances, it may be too much to ask. Turki Al-Sheikh has orchestrated what is being billed as a massive showdown between Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford, set to take place on September 13th. However, many boxing analysts and fans are questioning whether this fight will live up to the hype or if it will leave viewers feeling like they wasted their money. The biggest concern is Crawford's age and recent performances. He will turn 38 in September, and in his last fight, where he moved up from 147 to 154 pounds, he didn't look particularly dominant. After a year-long break, he struggled to secure a win against Israel Madrimov, with some experts believing the decision could have gone the other way. Now, boxing fans are being asked to believe that Crawford can jump up 2 more weight divisions without ever having fought at 168 pounds before and somehow take down Canelo, a fighter who has been a dominant force in this weight class for years. Many are skeptical, with critics calling this fight a cash grab, comparing it to some of Canelo's previous pay-per-view bouts against Edgar Berlanga and Jermall Charlo, which failed to deliver the action that fans expected. Moving up 1 weight division is already a challenge, but moving up 2 divisions, especially at Crawford's age and after another year-long layoff, is seen as a risky move that could backfire. However, not everyone is doubting Crawford. Renowned boxing analyst Gareth A. Davies believes that Crawford has what it takes to win, predicting that he will outbox Canelo and take the victory on points. He calls it a brilliant fight and suggests that Crawford's superior technique and movement could give him the edge. Former professional boxer Spencer Oliver also shares this sentiment, arguing that Crawford has the speed, boxing IQ, and skill set needed to pull off the upset. According to Oliver, Canelo's fighting style has evolved over the years. Instead of throwing fast, high-volume combinations, he now relies more on single, powerful punches, which could work against him if Crawford uses his agility and movement to avoid big shots and control the pace of the fight. Despite these optimistic takes, there is still a major question mark surrounding Crawford's ability to handle such a significant weight jump. Moving up 2 weight divisions at 38 years old, after a 13-month layoff, without proving himself in a single fight at 168 pounds, is a bold gamble. If Crawford had already fought and performed well at this weight, it would be easier to believe in his chances. But without that experience, this fight could either be a historic moment of greatness for Crawford or a major letdown for fans who buy into the hype. The truth will be revealed on September 13, but until then, the debate rages on. Will Crawford's risk pay off, or will it backfire? Crawford's decision to jump 2 weight classes isn't just a bold move, it's nearly unheard of at the highest level of boxing. Fighters typically gradually move up in weight, allowing their bodies to adjust to the new division's strength, speed, and endurance demands. However, Crawford is skipping that process entirely, stepping straight into the ring against one of the most powerful and experienced super middleweights of all time. His natural talent and boxing IQ are undeniable, but will that be enough to overcome the sheer size and power difference between him and Canelo? If he struggles to absorb Canelo's punches or finds himself getting bullied inside the ring, this fight could turn into a nightmare for him. Canelo, on the other hand, has been comfortable at 168 pounds for years, dominating the division with his trademark power and precision. He has already faced and defeated elite opponents in this weight class, proving that he belongs among the best. While some argue that his reflexes have slowed down slightly and that he doesn't throw as many combinations as he once did, he remains a dangerous and strategic fighter. Unlike Crawford, he doesn't have to worry about weight adjustments or whether his punches will have the same effect they already do. This means that Canelo will likely enter the fight with a clear advantage in strength, durability, and experience at this weight class. Another key factor to consider is Crawford's conditioning. Will he be able to maintain his trademark speed and agility after packing on extra weight? Fighters often struggle with stamina issues when they move up in weight, especially when they're not used to carrying the added muscle. Crawford's success has always come from his ability to outmaneuver and outthink his opponents. But against a larger fighter like Canelo, those skills might not be as effective if he tires out early or loses a step in speed. If he's not as quick and elusive as usual, Canelo could trap him, break him down, and land heavy shots that will wear him out over the course of the fight. The biggest question heading into September 13th is whether this fight will be a historic upset or a mismatch in the making. If Crawford somehow shocks the world and beats Canelo, he will cement himself as one of the most daring and accomplished fighters in boxing history. But if he struggles to compete at this weight, the fight could turn into an anticlimactic spectacle where Canelo dominates a smaller, overmatched opponent. Fans are excited, analysts are debating, and the boxing world is watching closely. One thing is certain: whether it's a brilliant tactical masterclass or a disappointing mismatch, this fight is going to make headlines. Now, boxing fans are being asked to believe that Crawford can jump up 2 more weight divisions without ever having fought at 168 pounds before and somehow take down Canelo, a fighter who's been a dominant force in this weight class for years. Many are skeptical, with critics calling this fight a cash grab, comparing it to some of Canelo's previous pay-per-view bouts against Edgar Berlanga and Jermall Charlo, which failed to deliver the action that fans expected. Crawford's jump from welterweight to super middleweight has many questioning if he has the size and power to compete with Canelo, a fighter known for his strength and ring IQ. Combine that with the ring rust from his long layoff, and the situation looks bleak for the American boxer. Although Crawford is known for his versatility and impeccable technique, facing Canelo in a heavier division after such a break is a risky gamble that could backfire. According to Oliver, Canelo's fighting style has evolved over the years. Instead of throwing fast, high-volume combinations, he now relies more on single, powerful punches, which could work against him if Crawford uses his agility and movement to avoid big shots and control the pace of the fight.